Dani Filth does post his side of the story, but yeah, it's pretty long. It's a pretty long one. It's a nearly 2,000 word statement to address the situation with Fedorov. The entire statement alleges a tumultuous and what seems to be a mutually abusive relationship between Fedorov and Ashok, and the supposed issue with alcohol. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Dani Filth wrote, "Greetings, everyone. I think it's time to reveal my side of the story. Now that so many accusations have been leveled at the band, our management, and me personally, I apologize for the slight tardiness of this statement. It is important to approach this in a level-headed manner after reflection. Timing was also difficult as the band is currently touring South America with arduous travel days, long flights, and shows. I don't believe in tit for tat or slander, but I do want to clarify the following points. Firstly, in the contract in question, this is not a contract that was ever expected to be signed as is, but was the initial framework to build from. I'll expand on this further. We do not see but I do see that one of the main reasons for having this situation is because of miscommunication regarding the nature of the contract and what was expected of the parties receiving it. No one in the band is prohibited from working with other groups and substituting their income. We currently schedule tours for about 40% of the year, with the rest of the year being available for other commitments. Many of my bandmates have other projects, as can be seen on their own social media pages. We do not prohibit our musicians from work commitments with other bands. We only ask to plan sufficiently, weaving schedules together as far in advance as the situation allows. 3. I'm sad to see that Zoe is picking facts to fit an agenda, but I am willing to share the full story, including the description of the events of the first 3 days of the South American tour, to show a more balanced picture so that people can make their judgments based on the wider context. During those first days, heavy drinking, escalating arguments, and repeated public disputes created a very disruptive atmosphere for everyone involved. I personally witnessed heated exchange between Zoe and Ashok that include both verbal and physical abuse, culminating in a public display in front of the hotel and fans who had gathered for last-minute autographs in Sao Paulo. While I understand touring is stressful and exhausting, I cannot excuse the effect they have on the rest of us. The decision to continue to tour without them was not taken lightly. It was necessary for the health of the band and crew. Also, no one knew anything about her pregnancy, and if she was pregnant, why was she drinking at all? She even contacted management on several occasions asking for help and stopping drinking, the lengthy text messages proving this. It is important to me that the artists around me feel like their inputs are seen and valued. I do think for the most part this is the case, as some of the remaining members have been with me for over 10 years. We are, however, always looking to improve, so I will take what's happening now as an opportunity to have a better dialogue in the band. And Zoe is not talking slander and lie about as much as possible to garner dislike for me and our management. Isn't it easy to accuse without proof in this day and age when everybody is such a well-versed online critic? I can only begin to imagine what else I'll be accused of as she seeks to destroy this band and business. Does call out for Zoe's firing, to which Ashok spoke out for her and went after the royal family of heavy metal. And we won't have anybody speaking about Ozzy's wife like this. Oh yeah, there was a text message where it showed it. Des Fafara, you are a sick, evil person trained by a sickest person in the music industry. Sharon Osbourne, the criminal who should be whipped to death. Jesus, your karma will catch up with you. Do not ever talk to my wife this way ever again. Jesus, damn, whipped to death. And they say really shook when your wife needed me and need to talk about sobriety and need to join GOF. I was a good guy then. I'm spitting facts.